What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Down the Rabbit Hole podcast. I'm your host, Bruce Neal, and this is your co host, Anthony Lucas. Guys, we've been, just the topics have been getting better and better. And, appreciate you guys for tuning in and even giving us suggestions on topics on social media. We got a lot of good ideas, a lot of good ideas. And so me and Anthony just decided via text. We're like, what should we do for this topic? And we decided, third eye. Why not? It's third eye. People are interested in this topic. They're hearing about it even in music now. But I guess, but at the same time, I think a lot of people don't even know really much about it. It's probably something people laugh at, like third eye. What the hell? What is that? We only got two eyes, right? So, and I get it, man. But I guess what have you learned, personally yourself throughout your research and stuff? What have you learned about the third eye so far?
So, pretty much, I mean, the third eye obviously goes back way into, Egyptian time. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of where it came from. Yeah, there you go. There you go. So that's pretty much as far as I know it goes. I don't know exactly like the date it was invented or whatever it is, but there is a lot of history behind the third eye, man. Especially being able to have like an open conscience and open mind, and pretty much also they say spiritually that's where you're connected through. You're connected through your third eye. So it's a lot going on, with that third eye, and so pretty much
Like,
I know there's a big conspiracy with the third eye, and that's that the Romans, when the Romans came to Egypt, they discovered that, oh man, like these people are very powerful because they got there, they got the pyramids, they were way advanced their time. So and they figured out that their gods was the sun god, and then obviously talk through their god through their third eye. So, and that was pretty much, kind of where it came from. So, they found out ways to suppress that. That's what's pretty much going on now. Like, you think about it, like over the years, know, think about it as like, yes, militants. I don't want to say or whatever, try to make this a race thing, but melatonin skin people, our color, what they have done to keep us out of nature, keep us out of the sun, was away from us connecting with that sun god. I mean, so you think about it now, like what are we doing now? We're all inside the house, right? Like I literally don't leave the house at all. Like if you guys can tell, like I probably leave my house like once a month, like if that. There's literally nothing for me to leave the house. DoorDash, I do all that. And it's just like you can say is like I'm programmed to do this. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm literally programmed. I make money from my computer, from my phone. I don't have to leave the house to buy groceries because we fucking get DoorDash or get our groceries delivered by somebody. So you think
yeah,
about this, like everything's programmed for you to stay more and more inside the house. And it kind of started like that in the cities, man. I mean, like that's how deep this goes. Like think about this in the inner cities. Like why is like all the back jammed up in one area? You know what I'm saying? Like they got them all jammed up in one area. So they make that environment bad. So where do they stay? Stay inside. Stay away from the sun. They say now they
yeah.
found a way to get into the suburbs. They found a way to now have the suburbs inside the house. Look, I got outside the hood and now I'm still inside the house. Video games, apps, all these different things. So it's like a lot of this stuff is planned, man. I mean, like Rockefeller and all those guys, it could even go back to the Illuminati. If people want to talk about that, that could be a whole nother episode and stuff like that. But yeah, definitely, it's gotten out and like kind of part of those secret societies. Man. So you
Oh
think
yeah.
about it, Third Eye with the Illuminati on top of the pyramid all the time. Jay Z, other people goes back into Freemasonry, blood sacrifices, and you hear people talk about it all the time in the industry about
Oh yeah.
Third Eye, about secret cults, secret society. So that's just kind of like
Soldier Boy had a song.
you said what?
I said Soldier Boy had a song.
Yeah, no, there's many songs, bro. Like many
Yeah,
songs.
he had a song where like in the chorus he was literally saying like the chorus was third eye open, third eye open. That was literally the
Uh,
chorus. It was
yeah,
like an old song like 10 years ago or something like that.
yeah, nah, yeah, cause they find back out about that stuff, man. Like, yeah, it goes so deep. Like, you could talk about, MK Ultra and mind control that they do in the industry, stuff like that. There's so much that we can talk about on this third eye topic. That's just like unbelievable,
Oh yeah.
man. And the stuff that you see. So that's kind of like my
Yeah.
quick little rundown. We'll get more into it, but like, what's your
Okay.
like rundown on the third eye?
Oh, we just heating up, man. We just heating up. We're gonna we're just gonna have a conversation. Basically, that's what we do here on this podcast. Like the pineal gland. I started to learn about it when I was I was probably like in my lower 20s when I actually started to learn about it. And then I started to become like obsessed with learning more about it. So I started to dive in more deeper and deeper and deeper. And this goes way back in ancient times, but there's science to it. Right now there's science to it. There's updated science to this. So the third eye is actually your pineal gland in the center of your brain. There's a gland called the pineal gland, and the reason why they call this gland the third eye is because it actually has properties like your eye. It has a I'm not mistaken, it has a cornea and a retina. So it has properties like a regular eyeball, but it's a gland that's like the size of like a little dime in the middle of your brain. Literally in the middle of your brain is where you have this little tiny gland, and this gland is actually full of water. There's actually some water. It's like a little water balloon almost, full of water. And this gland, and also other things around the gland, produce chemicals, right, throughout the day and at night and stuff like that, especially at night, right? The chemical that gets released, dimethyltryptamine, which is also known as DMT, it's naturally in us as humans. We naturally have it. It's in a lot of plants. It's in a lot of things. And that chemical gets released by our pineal gland, and that's actually responsible for what you experience when you go into a dream or when you're about to die. People who are like almost died, like, and they got these stories, right? That this happened, this happened, this happened, whatever, right? They
Incredible.
saw this, they saw that. Well, your pineal gland releases a chemical, and that little chemical cocktail is what literally creates that whole thing, that whole whatever you want to call it. Some people call it um, like a teleporter. Like they look at the pineal gland as like so many different things. It's like some people say it's your own Stargate, right? What a Stargate is like a thing that can take you from one place to another, right? It's like a little portal